You know, staying on top of school and gaming and, all the things that I really like to do wasn't always easy. It was kind of difficult, if I'm being honest with you. You know, I wasn't able to get like super duper good grades and all this other type of stuff, right? Because when I got out of school, I wanted to play my game, right? I wanted to talk to my friends. I wanted to do other things besides do my homework, right? And to be real with you, that also got me in a decent amount of trouble, right? Because I wasn't getting in trouble at school and stuff necessarily. I was getting in trouble at home because every single time, I would have like a bad grade or I would act up in school or something like that, my mom would take my PlayStation. My mom would take my Xbox, right? And I remember there was times in school, like I think it was in high school, where high school and middle school actually, I was getting my game took my whole life basically until I started growing up. But it would be times where I would get my game took for like 3 months, 4 months, like literal like long periods of time, because my mom knew at the time that my game meant the most to me, right? If I didn't have my game, then I probably wouldn't have anything else to do. So I would be forced to do my homework. And I grew up in like a strict household and stuff like that. So I didn't really go outside and all that other type of stuff. So my game was really my only out. So it was really, depressing and taking a toll on me. Having the one thing that I truly love to do, the one thing that I really loved, kind of be like held from me, like hostage in a way. Not even hostage, but it's kind of like, you know, I had to work to even do the thing that I love to do. Um, which I get it, right? Because growing up, your parents and stuff, they want you to, focus on school and stuff like that, especially if, you aren't streaming and making money and all this other type of cool stuff from it. They probably don't understand it. They just think you're wasting your time. Just something like that, right? They think you're just distracted, which, I understand, but I don't think that's really the case with a lot of people. I think gaming, it's like a safe zone for people. It gives a lot of people peace of mind. This kill, I should have got that kill, but yeah, I feel like it gives us peace of mind. So when it comes to like balancing it, looking back, you know, I don't know if it's just because the schoolwork itself was hard or it's because I was maturing and growing up, but I feel like homework, looking back, really wasn't that hard to do, right? I think what makes it difficult to like game and do your schoolwork and all this other type of stuff is procrastination, right? Like for instance, like if my teacher gave me a homework assignment on Monday that was due on Saturday or on Friday, I would wait until Thursday night to do the homework assignment. Like I would wait until the night before it was due to start doing it, right? Because I used the first 4 days of the week to play my game. So then once it was time to do my homework, I would like start falling behind. Sometimes I didn't feel motivated. Sometimes I was actually confused. But then by time that, happened, it was already kind of due. So you just had to turn in what you had. It's easy to fall behind, etc. I think it would have been really easy for me to keep up with all my schoolwork and the things that I was doing if I was like spreading it out, if I was actually doing it. If they gave me 5 days to do an assignment, I should probably use all 5 days, right? Like, even if I know it's like in times where, like, even if I did my homework every day, only for like 20 minutes, right? You'd be surprised how much 20 minutes every day could like help you. It's it's time management. It's not the easiest thing to do because especially when you're in like high school and stuff, and elementary and stuff like that, you kind of are just learning things you kind of don't even care about. Truthfully speaking, you don't necessarily find any interest or any enthusiasm or passion in what you're doing. So you get distracted very easily. But I get it, you know. And I just think that was probably one of the biggest things that I could have changed was my procrastination. Spacing things out, taking the pressure off, doing a whole grip of homework and, utilizing my time a little bit better. And then when it comes to, gaming and stuff like that too, I think it's always good to remember that once we grow up, once we, have our own things, we can kind of more in control of our own time. You can play your game whenever you want to, right? That's unless you have like a job or something like that, right? But as you grow up, you won't have homework and schoolwork and all this other type of stuff to do, but you will have, real life responsibilities, whether that's, like I said, going to work or, you're an entrepreneur and, you work for yourself or you're a gamer and you're streaming, next thing you know, you have to make gaming content, you have to edit. It's just different things that you have to do. You're always going to have to, you know, balance your life. But that's okay. And I think it's a learning curve for us all. I think if you truly care about gaming and you truly, enjoy it, you will naturally make time for it. You will do what you have to do so you can do what you want to do, right? I think they kind of like implement that headspace with like athletes and stuff like that, basketball players and football players. They usually tell them that, you can't play during the season and all this other type of stuff if you don't have a certain grade point average. It's that same like kind of perspective, but it's just not correlated to school. You're still going to have to do certain things throughout your day so you can, do what you want to. So yeah, I think that was just probably one of the biggest things that I've learned. And then on top of that, when I'm trying to like stay on top of my work, quote unquote, I don't know if the school climate and stuff is changing because of all this AI and all this other type of stuff that's coming out. But I'm gonna be honest with you, I was able to cheat on a lot of my stuff. I'm not telling you guys to, cheat on your homework assignments and all that type of stuff because you can get in trouble and, it's not good to cheat, right? But like I said, I have to be honest with what I did. If I was able to just copy off somebody else's homework so I could get back to what I was doing, that's probably what I was gonna do. If, I had really cool homegirls and stuff like that. So, I'd ask them, can you do this for me? Can you give me the answers for this? Or ask the homie, did you do this? Can you help? Whatever the case. And, just finding more ways to be efficient. Because school isn't the end all be all, you guys. I promise you that when people say I haven't used any of the things that I've learned in school and middle school and all this other type of stuff since I've graduated, that's like so true. Like, and I'm not talking about like the basic things like learning how to read and write and talk and stuff like that, but all that history, all that science and all that other type of stuff, I never really had to implement it yet, unless I was interacting with it, right? If you want to be a doctor, then you should probably be paying attention in your biology class, right? If you want to be an athlete, then you should probably be going to gym class, right? It's those type of things where it's like you can kind of pick and choose which ones, kind of make sense. I noticed for me, I loved like theater class and all that other type of stuff, and I was like a really good actor. I actually graduated from high school with an acting major. I actually don't remember what it's called. It's like a theater major. There we go. That's actually kind of cool thinking back on that. But I would use those classes, it's kind of chill. I'd be in there doing homework and then get up and do a scene, do a little monologue, put on my little actor hat, then sit back down and keep doing my homework from other classes. Because I'm like, okay, if I do this now, then when I get home, I can do something else. That's always the kind of perspective I had. What else can I be doing other than this? Yeah, school is it's just an interesting thing for a lot of people growing up. because not a lot of us don't really want to be there, especially in this new generation. I guess you say Gen Z. I think we're Gen Z. We know there's other options, etc. So our attention is going to other places normally, but I graduated with like a C average. It got me through. I'm still doing what I need to do. I still got my diploma, still got all the other good stuff that you really went to school for in the first place. But by me not worrying about trying to get straight A's, I actually had time to do what I wanted to do. So do what you have to. Just make it through, make it by. You don't have to be perfect, but just kind of do what you got to, so you can do what you want to.